Hello and welcome to the Africa Briefing Room. In today's story, we focus on the United Nations and recent rumors about a supposed bankruptcy and the relocation of its headquarters to Kenya. Let's take a closer look at the latest developments. The United Nations is facing a major financial crunch, raising questions about its future operations and global presence. But what does this mean for its work? And why is Nairobi suddenly in the spotlight? For background, the UN has repeatedly faced financial challenges, relying on member states' contributions to fund its work. In recent years, especially in 2025, payment delays and unfulfilled pledges, especially from large member states, have created deep funding gaps. Kenya's capital, Nairobi, has long housed two major UN agencies, UN Habitat and the UN Environment Programme, serving as Africa's main UN hub. Now, with operational reforms underway, Nairobi's global profile is set to rise. In July 2025, UN officials confirmed a growing financial crisis, with unpaid regular budget contributions topping $2.4 billion and larger gaps in peacekeeping operations. This has resulted in delayed salaries, suspended meetings, and warnings of future service disruptions. Responding to the crisis, and as part of a sweeping UN at 80 reform agenda, the UN announced plans to relocate three more key agencies, UNICEF, UN Women, and UNFPA, to Nairobi by 2026. This will bring at least 800 staff to Kenya, establishing Nairobi as one of four major global centers for the UN's work. United Nations officials stress that this is a strategic expansion, not a shutdown or bankruptcy-driven evacuation from New York. According to official press releases and briefings, UN leaders have described these changes as measures to cut costs, increase regional impact, and bring operations closer to areas most in need. Kenyan leaders have welcomed the move, highlighting jobs and regional leadership, while UN staff unions express concerns about job security and the pace of change. Meanwhile, social media has circulated unverified claims of the entire UN relocating or shutting down, claims not supported by official statements. This Nairobi expansion positions Africa more centrally in global diplomacy and humanitarian operations, creating economic and diplomatic opportunities for Kenya and the continent. However, traditional headquarters in New York, Geneva, and Vienna remain unchanged. As the United Nations navigates unprecedented financial pressures and streamlines its global operations, the world will watch whether these reforms deliver greater impact and resilience. Nairobi is set to play a greater role, but the UN is not leaving New York entirely. Stay tuned for more updates on this and other news from the continent.